this is Nick Garner for Sports Talk for Kids, and I'm here with former Olympian Steve Scott. Your mile records, one stood for 26 years in the outdoor mile, and your indoor mile record still stands for Americans. Why do you think your records have stood for so long?
Through a lot of hard work and dedication, self-sacrifice, all the things that you have to do to be a champion. I mean, certain amount is genetics, but at the same time, you have to train harder than everybody else. And so, I trained as hard as anybody, and ran hard. And so, I dropped the record quite a bit, but I would like for my record to be broken as often as possible, because that's good for American running. If people are running fast, that means that there's more excitement in the sport and more attention, and that's what I want. I want to promote my sport. Well, it was broken a couple of years ago, but there's only been one person that has broken it in the 28 years now. I don't know. I think training has changed a little bit. Where I trained like a 5K, 10K runner. I was running 90-mile weeks, running half marathons in 102, 103. So I had a lot of strength, and I think that milers of today depend too much on speed and not enough on strength.
What was the whole Olympic experience like?
It was a lot of fun, but at the same time, it's very nerve-wracking. I mean, you're in a stadium with 100,000 people, you're on TV, and it's not just the day or the week of the event, it's the months and months and even the year leading to the event, because people are interviewing you and they're saying, well, the Olympics are coming up, how are you going to do? And, America hasn't won since 1904, are you going to win? So, there's a lot of pressure that's put on by the outside, the media, friends, the general public. So the key is to stay relaxed and to keep it fun and enjoyable.
What was it like how you trained for your whole life leading up to the Olympics, and then the U.S. boycotted the Moscow Games?
That was very disappointing. It was very disappointing. I had another opportunity. I mean, I was able to compete in 84 and 88, but I really feel sorry for those who didn't have the chance to ever compete. Right. There's a guy by the name of Don Page from Villanova who was the best 800-meter runner in the world in 1980, got injured after in 81, 82, and never ran again. And he could have won a gold medal, and his whole life could have been different. So to have something taken away for no other reason but politics was pretty tough.
What are the pros and cons of having the Olympics in the United States, your home country?
Definitely a disadvantage, because there's a lot more attention and a lot more coverage and a lot more interviews, because every paper in every city in the whole country wants to get an interview with you.
Right.
And so in every interview, like I said, they're asking, well, are you going to win? And so, it just adds on to that pressure. But it is fun in that, you don't have to travel.
Right.
And, you can sleep in your own bed and have things that are familiar to you. But, part of the whole Olympics is traveling and having a chance to get away and see something different and experience something, somewhere else. So I was born and raised 30 miles from the stadium where I ran. So it wasn't like the Olympics.
Right. What was it like going to Korea then for it?
That was fun. That was a lot of fun, because I stayed in the village. We had our training camp in Chiba in Japan. We went over for the opening ceremonies, came back. We went to Disney World in Tokyo. Like I said, stayed in the village, went to other sports, other events, traded the Olympic pins, and we had a really good time. I mean, I have a lot of very good memories, even though I didn't do well by my standards.
Right.
I still have very good memories from '88.
You're known as the founder for speed golfing. What is that like?
Well, as I was getting older, I was trying to find a sport where I could be competitive. So we came up with this speed golf where you're running and your score add up, and that's your overall score. So they're equal. So if it takes you 35 minutes and you shoot 100, your total is 135.
Okay.
So I could get through 18 holes faster than anybody, but I'm not a very good golfer. So, I mean, I've been golfing my whole life, and my best score ever is 80. And there were guys who were shooting in the low 70s who were only coming in 2 minutes behind me.
Yeah.
So I figured, okay, my golf is not going to improve that much, so I got to give up on this sport. But it was a lot of fun, and we actually got a lot more attention for speed golf than I ever did for anything with my running.
What's harder, the golfing part or the running part?
The golfing part is hard. Running, it comes naturally to me, and I don't have any trouble running. But you've got to stop and kind of collect yourself, because I'm running hard. I mean, you're running at what I call threshold pace, which is like half marathon to 10K race pace. And so you're running hard, you stop, and then you have to hit a ball and hope that it goes straight, or you have to putt.
Right.
And you're going and trying to putt at the same time. It's not real easy. So the golfing part was definitely harder.
How do you feel like that you have to give back to the community?
That's part of being a professional athlete. And any athlete that says, I'm not here to be a role model or to give back, they should never have gotten in the sport. Because people support the sport. They buy the products that sponsor the events that they're competing in. So the public definitely has a part in their success. So athletes are role models, and they have a great responsibility to remember that they're role models, and to remember that there's young kids, mothers, fathers who look up to that athlete, and just think before you do stuff, and remember that there's a lot of people that look up to you, and don't mess up. So I look at it as a very huge responsibility and something I take very seriously.
Thank you for your time and good luck.
All right, great job, man.
Thank you.
Well done.
This is Nick Garner for Sports Talk for Kids. Hey kids, let's talk sports.